first date. I don't do that. I was like, I want to know who you is before anything. And as I'm talking, those shits in the table like
movies went great. We decided to like go and get food, and we got food, and we sat in my car. We listened to music, we were talking, and
like 3 weeks. You know, she was on hold though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling that.
and like, okay, it got so bad. It was to the point.
Significant other love language is important, so that way you know how that person receives and perceives.
And you're in a relationship, but we like keeping together. We're in a situationship because we've already established.
This is the situationship talk.
It's Monday, guys. This is your girl Candy K. Lynn, and I got some of my crew with me here tonight. We are talking bitter black men. I think the bitter black men didn't want to show up to the show. That's why we short tonight. So last page is up to you to hold it down because nobody else decided they wanted to join the party and they were invited. So, okay. Hey y'all.
Hey everyone.
So tonight we are talking about bitter black men, and the reason that topic became a thing is the emergence of Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels has men coming out of the woodworks that would normally never say anything on social media. Now there's like Kevin Samuel groups. Did y'all know that?
Yeah, I've seen those stupid groups.
There's fan groups. And a lot of his following, they're men. They're men. And so I wanted to discuss, because, you know, when black women discuss black men or the lack thereof or how good they're not, we're considered what? Bitter. So to me, now you black men, y'all bitter too. So we all bitter together on the bitter couch. And I want to know how, as a people, how did we get here? Like,
what do you mean by bitter though?
Well, I mean, when you open a platform, when you have a guy come in and they open up a platform with, you know, fuckboy mentality, you know, they tend to attract a lot of the fuckboys, and the fuckboys really come out. You know, to me, an angry black man is, you know, it play many factors with an angry black man. He probably can't get the type of woman he want. His mama didn't love him. You know, he looking at every woman like she ain't shit. He can't keep no money in his pocket. He had his job. He got a hoopty he driving. You know, it's
nigga sound miserable.
But you got a lot of dudes that's mad. They just mad at the world. They mad because things not even going well for them. So I don't know. It plays many factors in being, you know, an angry black man.
Ladies, what do you guys think?
I'm gonna let Juanita go.
I agree, because on Facebook now, like, all the posts for men is something negative. Like, I can't seem to find anything positive. It's about who's gonna pay on the first date, if we're gonna do 50-50. I'm not doing this if you don't do that, what you bringing to the table. Everything is just so negative towards, I say, towards the black woman. There's nothing positive that black women are doing anymore. That, I mean, according to Facebook.
Even though one is the vice president of the United States of America, that don't matter because she married to a white man. That's what I done seen.
She is married to a white man.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. I mean, it's just like she's still
negative overload.
Yeah. AM, what you think? What you got?
Well, I don't understand what you mean by bitter, because I feel like a lot of times when women are told to be like they're bitter, is really not that. So when you mean like men are being bitter, they just saying like negative things about women, really?
All the time.
They're saying negative things about women.
Every post is related to a woman, her body, her sexuality, the way she dresses, her bad decisions. Women got, you know, her vagina is wore out after a certain age. Like, I have seen some stuff that I'm like,
what do you know?
I mean, you do have worn out vaginas out there, so I mean, let's just be frank about it.
I mean, but I thought men were supposed to be
worn out vagina. Please let me know what a worn out vagina.
A worn out vagina is like throwing the Polish down the hallway. Use your head. They
And it's just like a worn out penis. They all get worn out. So
Fact.
you know, and for
Sounds
me,
like facts.
I think that men are so angry because they can't have the type of woman that they want.
Yeah.
No,
And
I think they're just saying it now. I mean, I think men always talk like that. That's why I don't hang out with too many guys. Men always talk like that. I think it just now they just feel bold enough to just put it on Facebook
Right.
because they know people are going to relate, people are going to agree, or
But
they're going to start an argument.
But I've never been the type to be pressed about not having the woman that I want. Like I never necessarily had that issue. And I can honestly say that, I could take rejection. I don't be messed up about stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's the guys who they got their ego pumped up, you know what I'm saying? They already got their mind made up and they think in their mind that, they finna get this woman. And when they
Oh
get
yeah,
shot down, oh, it's FUB.
bitch.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
those
All
are
of
the
the
ones that are
above.
taking to Facebook
They
now.
weak. They're
They're
weak.
just moving it to Facebook instead of
They're
catcalling
Yeah.
and
weak.
stuff. Now they're moving it to
Those
Facebook.
are not men. Like those are guys that ain't never got none. You know what I'm saying? They probably barely even got coochie, and when they did, they probably didn't even know how to act. You know what I'm saying? Like
and I'm not gonna say barely. I just think that it becomes a age. I think men in our generation, they're having to deal with the fact of, just like you want to say that woman's vagina is wore out, women don't have to deal with your ish anymore. And I think
Correct.
that's what men are missing. Like, we are having public conversations about how the sex doesn't last very long after a certain age. You don't
yeah,
have any more stamina. It's boring. No one wants to do it. So I think that previously women weren't engaging in those type of conversations, and women were supposed to be suppressed sexually. Women were broke back in the day. They
Right.
relied on men. Modern day women and men are going, I don't need these independent women. Well, if I make my own money and I can do for myself, why do I have to tolerate your disrespect and your bad
Right.
sex?
That's part of it with the older guys, but with the younger guys, I mean, every girl want to be a
Like,
city girl.
what do you think? What do you think is older guys? Baby, you don't sleep with them. We talking 35. The time starts to go lower and lower and lower. Juanita, am I lying?
35.
After 35, ain't nobody been
Chad,
talking about it.
Chad, you in trouble? Last page, you in trouble?
I ain't in trouble. I ain't got them issues. I don't. I take natural minerals and herbs and stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
stuff that's gonna keep it pumping. You know what I mean? Like I don't believe in them blue pills and none of that crap.
Yeah, that stuff give you a heart attack.
Yeah,
Right.
I
It
ain't
make you
finna
crazier
pass
than you
out.
already
Yeah,
are.
if mess around and get lightheaded and pass out and stuff. I'm good.
Come on, fans. If you out here, you have something to say, baby, engage in the conversation. We want to hear what you ladies and gents have to say. I want to know where the black men are to defend yourself, because I hang around a lot of men, and I'm going to be truthful, y'all. The men that I hang around, I've never heard like these bitter conversations. Like,
They
literally in the
probably
last 2 years is where I've seen more of this, like, what I like to consider is like insanity, like
I'm
a
telling you,
constant downing of black women.
it's city
And
girls,
All
it's
the
city girls
time.
and Megan. It's city
Well,
girls and Megan.
I
I
will
promise you.
I will say this. Just like Kevin Samuels got the platform that he have. I've been looking at them other dudes, what they call fit and fresh or fresh and fit. You know what I'm talking about? They have all them dumb pea brain chicks on there that they can just treat any kind of way.
Oh, that they be talking too crazy. Like, what
Yeah,
can
they
you bring to the
yeah,
table?
you
Like,
know what I
what are
mean?
you doing? Or
Like
what are
I'm
you? Yeah,
talking about ultimate chauvinists. Like
yeah.
you could tell them type of dudes, they didn't really get no girls like that. And then once they finally got a platform
No.
and had a voice,
They got hurt. You understand?
yeah,
These
they got
men got
hurt.
hurt.
They got
They
hurt.
got
Yeah.
hurt.
And the
They
fact,
got
and the
And they
hurt,
fact,
and
sound
they
hurt.
want
One person
everybody
hurt
else
them.
to one
Right.
person. It took
what
one.
what
Now
rubbed me the wrong
everybody
way?
else.
What rubbed me the wrong way about them is they, how they down talk black women. They down talk black
They got
women a
hurt.
lot. They made a statement talking about, yeah, we don't dibble down in the dark. We don't do that. What?
but
Yeah.
it's about insecurity, right? My biggest thing
Yeah.
is a lot of times with
She said Kevin Samuel is the bitter men leader.
That's exactly what he is.
I think a lot of times
too.
if you want to hear another podcast, right? I really don't shout them out because you should be watching Situationship Talk. But Croup Season, I feel like, has a very intelligent group of African American men, and their conversations are like liquid gold. I
Okay.
really appreciate the fact that, and especially like you can see a lot of their clips on TikTok, but they're having real conversations, um, owning their part in it. And I think it's like their conversations and our conversation cross of what we can do to make it better, right? Because everybody gets hurt. I don't think I mean, if y'all are up here and y'all have never been hurt before, raise your hand. Life goes on, right?
Right.
Nobody raised their hand. We've all been in situations where we're hurt, but how long are you going to stay bitter before you get better? And I think that's what people need to focus on. Make yourself,
They don't want to get better.
And that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Are you preparing because me as a woman, I've never prepared myself to be a wife. I was never prepared as a child to be a wife. My mother was a wife, and then my mother divorced my father because she got sick of his shit. So, but as an adult, right, I've worked through both sides. I understand my mother's perspective. I understand my father's perspective, right? Because stuff happens.
Yeah.
Stuff happens, but their relationship shouldn't be the way I run my life. So I hear all of these men like having these conversations, and yes, call me judgmental maybe, but if you've never seen a man be a husband, how do you know how to be a husband?
True.
I mean, you got a lot of men that don't hold those qualities. They don't even know how to make a damn grilled cheese sandwich. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I think it's sad. You know what I'm saying? You have, as a man, it's important for you to have basic necessities. Just to
take
have
care of
those,
your goddamn
just have
self.
basic. This it's called having basic skills of life. So if you don't know how to cook, you don't know how to wash your clothes, you don't know how to make a doctor's appointment and all, you doomed. You're doomed, dude.
Niggas don't even go to the doctor. Let's be real. How many niggas
Right.
be
Man,
like, you know what?
but I know
I'm
dudes
finna
that
make
don't.
me a doing the doctor appointment.
I mean, they don't, but I know dudes that don't know how to make a doctor's appointment. Like they get their girl to do it, and I'm like, what would you do if she wasn't there? You just gonna
So,
be sick and
Not
croak over?
go.
so
Yep.
does that take away I hope this is seen. I just was scrolling through a Facebook post previous to that, exactly what last page said, that said this whole Kevin Samuels high value man thing. Are you high valued if you can't make a doctor's appointment? Like, if I've got to add you to my routine of my job, my life, my podcast, my doctor's appointments, your doctor's appointments, scheduling everything that we do in a date, paying bills in the house, cleaning the house, are you really bringing value to my life? And I
No,
think
that's
that's
a
what,
Right.
dependent.
No.
It's a dependent at this point.
exactly. And that's what I think.
He's financing it. If you understand, you might finance the life,
But
you
you're
don't
not
actually
making,
make it work. You don't make it
yeah,
work.
But is it
it's
worth it though?
stressful. But that's why men are angry,
It
right?
can be worth it.
But if
It
that's the
depends.
responsibility that you want.
Right. Now, that I'm gonna lie, last page, going back to the show you were talking about, they had an episode where they're talking to black women that were dating, like they were married or with like men that are making seven figures, and they were asked, "What do you bring to the house?" And the woman, she had a good answer. She said, I'm making a home. I take care of
Right.
it. I make sure everything is okay. Make sure he okay." And he was like, he didn't want to downplay it. I could pay somebody for that.
Oh, you talking about
But
when Mr. Organic was on there? The
yeah,
dude, he had that dyed beard. He weird. Yeah, I know you talk about.
and
So
I'm
he
like,
said he can pay somebody to do that?
yeah. But my thing is,
Wow.
you can't pay somebody to love you. You can't pay
Right.
somebody to actually give a fuck about you. You
Right.
can't. Your assistant can do so much, but at some point, her phone off. She off the
Right.
clock.
The cleaning lady is done
Off
cleaning
the
after a
clock.
certain hour.
Everybody's off the clock.
The chef is
Yo,
done cooking
yep.
after a certain, those pork rinds that you want that you don't really need, they ain't picking that stuff up at the stove on their way
No.
home just because I thought
They
about
wouldn't
you
like
today.
it.
I mean,
Right.
Right.
those are the realities for all of us as people, right? We all can pay people to do stuff,
You
Right.
definitely can. Yeah.
and I think it's literally about the fact of our upbringing is what separates black women and black men when we talk about like this high value thing. just because you make six figures does not mean you are a quality man for me to marry as a
Yeah, you could
husband.
be complete
No,
trash with money. And it's a lot of
trash,
people that are complete
garbage.
trash with money. You know how many born people they don't have life. Like they don't give life. You know what I mean? All they good at is just throwing their money around. You
Money
got a lot of
around.
men that do that. You know what I'm saying? They'll throw a stack of money in a woman's face and think, that's okay. And
And
a
it's
lot of
okay.
times she just want quality time. It's,
Right.
they get mad when a woman complain about that.
Right.
So
She's supposed to be okay with him throwing money in her face. Like,
that's
why
it.
aren't you okay? I'm throwing money at it. Money fixes everything. Like,
And
And
they
that's how
believe
they feel.
that
that's how they, yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. And
It's
also
like
if
putting a
you're
mask on
working,
your emotions or something. You know what I mean?
six-figure men have six-figure schedules. And let me clarify that for men and women. When our
Okay.
jobs become our top priorities, we're like thieves in the night passing through. Because sometimes at my house, it's like, I see you, I don't see you,
Yeah.
because everybody is busy. And if somebody doesn't structure that time, then we would never see each other. So when I hear these people talk about these high value men, you've got to be willing to stop what you're doing also to put into that woman. Like
Right.
that takes
Yeah.
extra energy and time, because if you make six figures, you are not working at 8 to 5 normally.
No.
Your
I would,
job requires just a
And
little
that's
bit
why
more.
most of them are divorced too, because they're working so much, not spending time with the children, or
mm-hmm.
and then next thing they know, it's like, well, I gave her everything. Well, you're talking about I gave her everything
Complete.
financially, but you
Yep.
didn't give her any substance. I mean, you
Any
like,
type of emotional
yeah,
substance, none of that.
No vacations because they don't understand. Hey, you got time off.
You do
Let's
get time
schedule
off.
vacation. Hey, Christmas is coming up. Let's
Take time
let's
off.
do Christmas. Hey, I got a
Mm-hmm.
birthday. Like, I just think that as a people, we have to look at all of those factors when we're having these conversations, because I mean, last page, why do I want you if you never at home?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't do anything together, but as Juanita say, you throw me, okay, you go buy me a Louis Vuitton bag. What does that mean at the end of the day? Like,
nothing.
people are looking
Nothing.
for companionship. People are looking for understanding. People want to go to, I like to have dinner together. Like, it's the basic things for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we sitting down at the table? What are our morals and our values? The other thing for me with African American men, when I say bitter, you won't work through your trauma.
I've been saying that. I've been saying, a lot of black men need to go to therapy. Honestly, all black people need to go to therapy, but you know, they look at it like it's I don't want nobody in my business, or I don't need no
Ain't nothing wrong
therapy,
with
and
me.
ain't nothing wrong. Yeah, ain't nothing
Not
wrong with
wrong.
me.
But you got
Happy
six baby
birthday. Ain't
mamas,
nothing wrong with me.
Yeah,
and six
and ain't
court
nothing work
dockets.
out with now one of them.
Right, but you
It's
got
definitely
Right.
you.
six court cases in the attorney general's office where you owe child support. So everybody know your business anyway. That's my
Yeah.
thing with these people. Like,
Yeah,
when you talk about people knowing your business, you got multiple baby mamas. Your baby mamas blast you on Facebook. Your baby mamas get to fighting. Like, and I'm not just talking about everybody, but these are things that I've seen happen. So
yeah,
don't sit up here and tell me you don't want people in your business. Obviously, you don't do a good job of running your business.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah. That'd be a lot of their problem. Or
Yeah,
again, black men don't want to talk about their trauma because they a man and men don't express emotions and they don't have to talk about it and they okay. They don't realize that they be going through the most. God damn, Mr. Rob, you
I'm
almost
feeling
covered my
hurt.
face up with this.
Okay, see, I'm
That's one.
feeling his
Chad,
point.
have your lips gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it's trend these days.
It's taking all of us a minute to read this shit.
Okay.
Give us a second, everyone else.
I just bring him on.
We apologize. We apologize.
Bring him on as a
Okay.
guest, and he can say all that.
No, go
Right.
ahead, baby girl.
So he says that men are now speaking out loud, forcing women to hear them in the spaces that they're in. And basically, men feel like our priorities are not in order.
I mean, I say the city girls thing, but you can't tell a woman what she gonna do. So if she wants to be a city girl and do all that, then don't date her. Don't be around her. Don't let her hurt you. Don't let her play you. Don't don't bad talk her. Just leave her alone.
But here's the thing: those
But
are
that's
the
the type of
women.
women they
Those are
go
the
after.
women they go after, and then they
Exactly.
want to
Yes,
complain
and then they
about
gonna
them.
complain
When
about it.
you
Yep,
got when
Right.
you got this sister over here, she got a job, she doing her thing and
yep.
stuff. She may have one kid or whatever. She got a good kid. You know what I'm saying? Very respectful and everything. She might not have no kids. She all she do is probably work and go home, and they think that's boring.
But how
Oh,
can
you,
you
oh,
be
shorty, what you do? You, oh, what? I
you
can't do
can't
you.
be a 40-year-old man and not expect a woman to have a kid. You're old. Like, I think
Yeah.
we also need to get back
Yeah,
into reasonable reality. If you're a 35-year-old man and you don't have a wife, there's a slight chance you may find a woman who
Who
has
has a
a
kid?
kid
kid.
or
Yeah,
two. Like, this is called making adjustments based on where you are in your life.
right.
He said BBL. Let me address BBL.
You know what?
Women
I'm
get
sick of those.
BBLs because men have a problem with women's bodies. You also fat shame women every single day on social media. Men have these unrealistic expectations of what a woman's body is supposed to look like after she has kids, after women deal with hormonal issues that people have no idea
Hmm.
what a woman is dealing with, infertility issues where some of these women have tried to get pregnant multiple times and destroyed their bodies. These are all things women do to make men happy. Let me tell y'all, most women don't want kids. They only do it because society has said that's what we're supposed to do.
Or you got a little dum dum that done slipped up like, yeah, I done busted and she was too fine. I had to get her pregnant and had no intentions of taking care of the kid. So now she's stuck with a kid that she secretly really don't want. But cause it's her baby, she learned to love the baby. But in reality, they don't be wanting their kids like that.
And men want, in my opinion, men only want kids to carry on the legacy of their last names.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are very few men that I've seen, and I know some men that have been single fathers that actually raise their kids. Salute to them. But most men, if you make six figures, you're not raising your kids. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Their money is
Yeah,
raising their
they,
kids.
they most don't even see their kids. Their
Yeah.
kids they don't know they don't even know their kids. Fuck them.
Hey,
Ooh,
hey.
some sister, I fuck them kids.
I be trying to be nice when it comes to the kids though, but I only say that if the kid's bad. I only say that if they bad.
Listen, I have raised other people's kids. Them kids is overrated. I don't care
Kids
what
is bad.
nobody say.
Kids expensive. Kids is
Men,
bad.
you said they expensive and they bad. I agree.
Hell
They
yeah.
I did not
expensive,
know peppers cost that much. I'm like,
Oh
baby.
damn.
yeah.
Hell
Expensive.
fucking yeah, they expensive.
You
Like
can't
selling
$30.
crack. You can gain so much
And
money
the
selling
formula.
crack. Oh, and
And
formula. You
then
can sell
mint formula, right? And then don't be like my niece that have like a sensitive stomach where she can only drink certain stuff. She got like
oh
$25
no.
formula.
Oh
Be like
no.
my nieces. Them motherfuckers be in the hospital every other month. Cause they like some goddamn bubble kids. Something always wrong with them motherfuckers. I was like, you get a doctor bill every goddamn month.
Mm-mm.
They all over the
Them
place. And
hoes expensive.
they're
Like,
expensive. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So men are mad at women now because they've decided, you know what? I done got a little chunky. I done had these little ugly kids. I done let my body go. Or you like me, your knee is destroyed in like every way possible where working out is like almost impossible.
Right.
And people are like, I want a BBL. I want my body together so I can be fine and men can lust after me. Now y'all mad.
What about the ones that went and got the BBL and they look like they never went and got one?
They had bad
Wah,
doctors.
wah, wah.
They had bad doctors.
I just think I think a lot of times BBL is about their own person's. I mean, I think women do it for themselves. I think a lot of reasons why men are bitter is because women are now doing things for themselves. It's not for you to look at. It's not for you to touch. It's not for you to get excited because I'm winning. It's because I honestly woke up and like I want to put this on today,
Yeah.
and it's not for nobody. And they get so upset when they realize it's not for them.
You got a lot
Right.
of men. You got a lot of men that don't feel like a man if a woman don't need them for something.
True.
I
No,
agree.
True.
that is the most scariest thing. That is real.
Don't
It's
feel,
a killer.
yeah, like they don't need they got it's like they gotta have a woman that need them
Yep.
to need them. You know what I mean? They don't feel like a man at all, none whatsoever. Oh, why you do that? Oh, well, why you ain't ask me? Like, I don't know. To me, I feel like it's like a sense of control, a
It
sense of
is.
controlling at the same time, you know.
Because if
But
you need me, you can't. I'm giving you what you need. You're not going to leave, quote
and here's
unquote.
the thing. I think that men, and like I said, I think it's a generational thing. I think men need to really understand, for those of us who were raised with fathers, our fathers have taught us not to be dependent on you.
Oh man,
Right?
So my
well,
father
there's some
is
man
like, he's so hands off, as I tell people, like from young. He's like, figure it out yourself. Like my father doesn't, my biggest thing with cohabitation has always been for him, like, he's not married to you, he's not responsible for you. Like, my dad expects us from young to like put gas in the car, change the oil, change the tires. We've been taught these things as a woman. So now we are getting with these men that last page is saying that are low-key insecure, and you're telling me I need to wait 2 hours for you to get here when I can change my own tire.
Yeah.
Sir, I got places to be and things to do. I ain't got time. I need to get to it. I don't have time. Like, if you're available, let's go. But if you're not available, I need to get this tire changed, or I need to use my resources to make it happen, because we've been taught to make it happen. And that's not a
Right.
shot at a man. We want you. We
Right.
need some of you.
Want. I think
She
the want
said
is the best
she
thing.
said not for them dudes. Well, if it's not for them dudes, I mean, why are they doing it then? I mean, you said it's to improve their bodies or whatever the case, but the guys are the reason why women are going to go get this stuff majority of the time anyway. And when they booty get healed up, what they finna do? Take ass shots all day on Instagram for likes?
Well, I want a stripper booty. And it's for me.
Achieve it.
It's for me. So, I mean, everybody wants different
I mean, if
things.
you can do it, achieve it. But you got a lot of them that do it
Well,
just
hey,
just to get the wrong attention.
I got a question.
go ahead.
I just want to hand up.
What the fuck is a stripper booty?
A stripper booty, girl. The stripper booty, see, like
You
my stomach
know,
is probably never going to be like this little, because I'm not going to get my ribs taken out. But I just want a nice, firm, high stripper booty.
she want one of them booties you can like
Nice
sit
and
up, you can
round
sit
and
like a cup
firm.
on it or a salsa plate. You know what I'm talking about?
A nice
Be
stripper
careful.
booty.
Be
And some of
careful.
that stuff looks unreal. Some of
Because
it
I
is
swear I
maybe
done
a little
seen some
too
lady
far.
that looked like a drumstick. Some lady that looked like a
Yeah,
Wait, my
popsicle.
legs are going to match my booty.
little skinny elk legs.
Be looking like a lollipop.
My
Be looking
legs
like a
are going to
lollipop.
match.
big
Okay.
old
You
big
said a
old
Your
thigh.
leg,
drumstick.
you get your legs and your thighs to match. That's all that matters. Keep your legs and your thighs and your ass.
My thighs are going to match. Of course,
Okay.
my thighs are
Not
going to
just your
match.
thighs. People gotta go down. Your whole
Yeah,
leg.
because the
Gotta go
booty
Yes.
and thigh,
Well,
that booty and
listen,
thigh
like
ratio
the
be
whole calf.
listen.
off.
I
I
see somebody
can't
stop at their calf. You can tell it's still fake. They stopped at the calf. You gotta get all of it.
listen, y'all.
Mm.
Y'all know if I go to the doctor asking to get some butt work done, he gonna laugh at me. He
Why?
gonna
Why
be
you doing that?
like,
Because
"Girl,
you
what you
already think
transferring?"
Right. You
He gonna be
you
like, "Girl,
already think.
ain't nobody transfer." So I gotta work on it. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, as women, we do certain things for ourselves. Like AM, you've lost a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
A lot
Oh
of weight.
yeah.
That was for AM.
That was like
Like,
straight
Yeah.
dedication too,
I just
man.
looked at myself and I was like, damn, I'm fat. I was like, I gotta do something
yeah.
immediately. And I was dating someone, and they didn't think of the problem. I said, no, I'm fat. No. I'm fat. This
Yeah,
is good.
because it was for you, not for them. So,
Yeah.
Right.
you didn't feel comfortable with, even though they were okay with it. It's like you said, you got to do stuff for yourself too.
So you
Not
got to
always.
think about the ones who are doing it for
I
just
said,
for
you can evaluate.
validation from other people. They're still not happy with themselves.
I think it's not. I think it's that sometimes, but I think it is, like I said, I think men express, like, if y'all go on my YouTube channel, my channel by myself, some of those first videos, the comments are ruthless. Like,
Mm.
they are savage. You're pretty, but you're fat. Like, all you see is my head.
Like people are
Well,
fucking
dang, the internet is cruel.
And they were
Yeah,
black.
people
Like,
say anything these days.
black
you
men
say
made
anything.
these comments, and to me it's like, thanks for watching, like, you're entertaining my content. But I'm telling you, some of these women, they want these high valued men. They want to be able to attract a certain type of man, and when a certain type of man is saying basically, oh, y'all fat, we don't want you, but I want you to get in the kitchen and cook for me. Oh, but I want you to cook cakes and pies for me and make me a 3-course meal every night and make me a full breakfast on Sunday. Like, I think the expectations of weight management and working a full-time job, because these men also want people to go half on the bills, and they want you to have their kids and raise their kids, take their kids to school, go to the PTA meetings, take the kid to soccer, help the kid with their homework, make sure their kid can read and write, then cook dinner for them and have sex with them. I think men have unrealistic expectations, and now they're projecting that on us as Black women, going, they want these 6-figure high-value men. Some of us do and some of us don't.
No, like Chad said, like Last Place said earlier, they go after the ones they know damn well they don't want them.
Mm-hmm.
You know she
They
don't
go,
want you.
you
You know she
ugly.
don't want
First
you.
of all, you butt ugly. If you didn't have 100 bands in your account right now, she would not even break her neck to look at you, bro.
Right.
You
A
ugly,
lot of
and
them will be
majority of them
ugly.
be ugly with money.
I say it
A
all the
lot of
time.
them be
Look at the
ugly.
rappers. Look at
They
their
are
first
they
baby mama.
ugly, and they
Look at their first
like Lil
baby mama.
Durk, take Lil Durk baby mama for example. She look
Oh,
like she look like she came straight from the trailer park. Okay,
yeah.
yeah,
But
yes,
all of them, like 50 Cent, Rick Ross, like, I'm
yeah.
just saying, I've
And
been
they
saying for
come in the
years.
game like they done had baddies all their life.
If your
I
girlfriend
know.
wasn't pretty before you had money, what put you in this range? And so
No,
these are the same men that are talking Black women are bitter, but you're the same one that's dating Instagram models.
Yeah,
because they been bitter.
and
And
it's
you
the ones.
recycle your homeboy's baby mama.
Right.
Not
Yeah, and
recycle.
they love to pass they love to pass them around, especially in the industry. That's so
That is
trifling.
nasty.
Real trifling.
I mean, yeah, like they backdoor the hell out of each other. So if women are trash from getting BBLs, in my opinion, men stop dating women with big booties, because AM just told you, check her leg, her thigh, hip, leg ratio,
Calves and the
so that you
calf.
But they
calf
don't but
Not the
ratio.
they
cat.
but they don't be
It's a
caring.
whole leg.
They still don't be caring though. I done seen comments.
No,
This is
no,
one
yeah.
chick. She had her booty real big, right? But it's fake. It looked like she got saline and everything else filth in her.
Not
And when she
saline.
walked, her booty looked funny. It looked like she got a diaper on. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't even look appealing at all. And I was reading the comments, dude, like, yeah, oh my god, you're so sexy. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
thinking in my head, ugh.
ugh. Like,
Ugh,
what
bro,
are you looking
vomit
at?
hitting it from the back.
Not
Seasick.
vomit.
Ugh.
Not vomit.
But and everybody's type is so different. I just think that, salute to men for speaking up. But I just think that sometimes we should go sit on the couch and speak up. And so then we could process our bad behavior on how we got hurt. Because as a woman, I can tell you the situations that I was in that left me hurt were situations I should have never been in to begin with. So when I was
It's
able
like
to
men can't
acknowledge,
get over that hurt.
huh?
Men can't seem to get over hurt like a woman. They can hold that for 30 years.
They do.
No, yeah, like
But
someone
they can
cheating
do
on
this.
them,
Oh Lord, God, no, it's
like
okay.
cheating. Oh yeah, like cheating. Men cannot be cheated on.
Girl,
Men cannot be cheated on.
But that's what they say about high value men. If you're a high value man, you have to accept the fact that he's cheating on you as well.
Right, and have to be prepared that she's probably cheating on you too.
exactly.
And they can't
Oh,
handle
oh,
it.
they
They'll
definitely
lose
are.
their mind if they found out that their wife was cheating on them when they taking these long business trips. But she is.
She's
Why
definitely
you sleeping
screwing
with
the
your
pool boy.
secretary?
Yeah, she with the pool boy for sure.
You with
Pool
your
boy, the
secretary,
gardener, the business
your
partner,
homeboy,
the
Mm-hmm.
driver.
your homeboy
Yep.
that's on the
I said the homeboy, yeah.
your
Your
Yep.
business
ops,
partner, your co-worker.
your enemy.
And ain't nobody saying nothing.
I mean, and I think it's just a part of life. I would just advise people, like, really process that emotion of trauma. And I ain't trying to be funny. I don't know if Last Page said that, but Black men, y'all also got to deal with the mama issues.
Yeah.
I hate to
They
tell you that your mama was a hoe.
they mama didn't love them. They
You got to
mama
deal with the fact
chose.
that your mama was a hoe.
Yep,
You
your
got to deal
mama.
with the fact that your mama abandoned you. You
Yep.
got to deal with the fact that your mama chose men over you. You
Yep.
got to choose. You got
Yeah.
to deal with the fact
You
of
can't get mad at other women because your mama chose dick and drugs over you, my
over
guy.
you,
For
or
real.
your
That's
mother
real.
was a bad mother.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So
I
she
feel
just
like
gave you bad
men,
advice.
yeah, men sometimes process things so differently, and like, it's my mom. And in our culture, we teach kids, that's your mom. You're supposed to love your mom. You're supposed to respect your mom.
Yeah.
I do believe we should love our parents, but I think sometimes you should put distance and space between you so that you can see things clearly from an objective viewpoint when you become an adult. Because if somebody hurt you, you're staying in that same hurt. So anyway,
And they
a lot
have
of
zero
times,
respect for women.
yeah, and you date women who are just like your mother. A lot of these men,
Yeah.
you know that this woman is not going to be a good mother to your kids. You know this woman is not going to be a good wife to you. So I just think that sometimes that it takes them a lot to be able to say my mama wasn't shit. Whereas girls will be like, oh, my daddy wasn't shit. Like, I've seen women be more open with acknowledging, my dad
Even
abandoned
when they
me.
mom wasn't shit, they be like, my mom's not a good mom.
Yeah.
A lot of times women will say that in a heartbeat, my mom's not a good mom. But men be like, that's my mom. You can't say nothing about my mom.
Yeah.
That's my mom. That's his mom. I know
That's
people
my
women
mama.
that date men and realize that they mom is like dogging them out and they can't say nothing because they know how he would take it if you say something about his mama.
Man,
I
look,
mean,
I ain't got no problem.
Yes, you
I
can.
grew up.
Yes,
I
you
grew
can.
up.
I can tell
never-
somebody mama ain't shit. Yes, you
I
can.
grew up.
I never, anytime a issue or my mama may say something out of line, there's a way as kids, for us to be able to speak our mind to our parents and put them in their place, because we're adults. You know what I mean? So whatever it is
Yeah.
that you're voicing your opinion on, I don't need it. You can save it. Honestly, if I'm
Like, I
looking
love
for your
you.
opinion, that's what I ask you for. But I don't care if you don't like who I'm with. You're not with them.
Or what about you hurt me? Like, that's what a lot of men that I feel like need to tell, like, you hurt me. You abandoned me. You, like, those are a lot of the issues, because how can you love me? How can you completely love me as a man when your mother was never there?
And they
How did
never
you
been loved
learn?
properly.
Right. How did you learn how to love a woman completely in her entirety? How did you develop a level of respect for a woman? The woman that's supposed to be the highest in your life is the woman who treats you sometimes the lowest.
It depends, because sometimes you got to think about, sometimes in the black family dynamic, if the mama wasn't shit, the grandma definitely stepped up. So they seen a woman, they seen a black woman. They've definitely, some of them have been raised by a black woman that had her shit together. That was that.
But mama didn't.
Mama
Mama didn't.
I was always told when I was just growing up and stuff, you don't want to date a man who doesn't respect his mother. So because or have well, I'm just saying, you're just saying, like, if they don't have a good relationship with their mom or if a man can cuss out his mama and treat his mama any old kind of way, because I've seen that before too.
I've heard it, yeah.
You don't stand a chance.
I've heard dudes say to their mama like a dog. Like, what?
Yeah,
That's
so
that's your mama? What?
But see, that's not acknowledging, like, right? Your mom may be wrong, but that's not acknowledging what occurred. And I think for me, as somebody who comes into a situation healed and whole, like, my parents get the business immediately, like, nicely, appropriately, but like, you was wrong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I told my mama yesterday, I was watching Euphoria. I said, oh yeah, you'd have beat us. She was like, don't be telling people that. But I know who my parents are. Like, there's a level of respect. I understand that they made sacrifices for me. I understand that they didn't do everything that I wanted them to do, because they are parents. They're not supposed to do everything we wanted them to do. But my parents did what they knew how that was best, and they did a pretty good job. So I've acknowledged anything else that's gone on in between, as they're humans, they make mistakes. And I think that if we could just start with the fact of there's no playbook for this stuff. There are no step-by-step instructions on how to raise your snotty-nosed child.
Yeah.
So they make mistakes. They mess up. They are human. And I think just a lot of people, men and women, some of these conversations we're having would shift if people could just heal themselves. Heal yourself. You got to be able to
go be with someone. You need to make sure that you're healed.
Yeah, stop for people to heal you. Stop trying to reek off of other people's, positive energy, positive minds and stuff. You come in with a negative mind, and all that negativity that can wear the other person down seriously. it can seriously wear the other person down. You always got problems, always got something going on. You can't never get your shit together, and the other person they already got it all, got it going on. You're a problem. You need to take time and get your shit together. Point blank. Period.
And I'm just telling you, bitter men and bitter women, y'all raise bitter kids. So
They
that's the
do.
full circle of all of this. Being an educator, y'all raise bitter kids. Some of these kids so angry. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my entire life. Like
Oh wow.
That's because
they're
they coming from broken
they're
homes.
coming from broken
I
Yeah.
done
homes.
heard women talk to their kids like, "You stupid MFer."
Oh
What?
no.
I'm talking about talk to them
Yeah.
hard. Like I saw a video with this little boy. I guess they was like in kindergarten or something, and the lady she was doing like a little ceremony, and she was like, "Hey kids," and whatever. Like, are you ready? And the little boy was like, "No, babe." He said it hard. I'm like, for him to say it like that, his mama is obviously talking to him like that behind closed doors because
All
he
the
Yeah.
said
time.
he said it hard. I'm like,
I seen
man,
that video. I know what
you
you're talking
seen it?
about.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
horrible.
But
Yeah.
last page, that's their reality. Like some of these
Yeah,
kids, if you ask them, do you talk to your mama like that? They're gonna tell you, yep, that's how
Yep.
I talk to her.
yeah,
And then I have to tell them, I do apologize that nobody taught you better, but you're not gonna talk to me like
Talk to
that.
me like that.
You're
yeah. Like they
not
like they
going
I
to,
grown
don't,
and
I
stuff.
don't know what you.
but they are. And
Always
that's
in
what
grown folks
but
conversation
you
and
know why
stuff.
they are grown? Because they pay bills at 15 and 16.
Mhm.
Whether it's legal money or illegal money, they
Yeah,
pay bills. They hold mama down. They got mama's back. They keep boyfriends
Yeah.
from jumping on mama. So when you put these bitter men have babies, these men may not be bitter, but you have a baby with somebody that was terrible to begin with.
yeah,
She was terrible to begin with. Now you mad because she got your child support or she's not a good mom or whatever it is, but
You
she's
knew
bringing
that.
that same energy is raising your child.
So
You knew
look,
Right.
that.
I got a cousin right now that's going through this, right? So the chick, she's a whore. You know what I mean? So my reason for saying this, right, is because he had a baby by her. He had got like a large lump sum of the unemployment money. So he had like 15, 16 racks or whatever. End up spending all that money on that girl for her to say he ain't nothing, he don't do nothing, which he don't. You know what I'm saying? He ain't this, he ain't that. Mind you, her mama was a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? So the girl, she ain't even 30 yet, and she already got 5 kids. And I told him, I'm like, you not finna be the last baby daddy, cuz like you're not about to be the last baby daddy. She emasculate this boy. She got him stuck in a position where he can't really, what I'm saying, move around to get a job like he wants to or whatever. I'm like, man, you need to get up out of that situation, dude. She just broke this boy hands. She broke both of his hands. I'm like, you in an abusive relationship on top
She
of that?
broke your cousin's
She
hands.
broke both of his hands. He wouldn't tell me. I'm like, how the hell you break your hands? He gonna say,
How in the hell
he
did she break his hands?
I don't know, but she broke
I
I'm
them.
shouldn't be
confused.
laughing.
She broke she
Listen,
broke
this
both of his hands like this. I'm like, what you do? I'm like, how you roll up? He was like, I use my pinky and my thumb and I do it
I mean, you
like
know
this.
what the crazy
I'm like,
thing
how
is,
the hell you
bro?
do it? He like, I split my hands, but he never told me how he did it, and I found out she broke both of his
I
hands.
want to know
But you
how.
know what the crazy thing is? He with her and he ain't going nowhere.
He
That's
ain't going.
crazy.
He ain't going nowhere because he don't have nowhere to go.
but
When
you
you
got
dealing with,
yourself in this situation
Yeah,
and
he
now you're
knew
gonna
what
be
he got
bitter.
himself into.
Right.
He knew
And
how.
and we said 3 kids, we didn't say 5, right? We said over 35, and you're a 35-year-old man, you may get with a woman with kids. But
yeah,
we've also, as men and women, got to take some ownership for our bad decisions.
yeah.
She's a 30-year-old woman with 5 kids. There's no daddy around for a reason. I'm not trying to be funny.
And every single one of them got different. Every single one, she got a baby daddy for each kid. And you
That's
you mean
actually
and you mean to tell me you
extremely
didn't tell the
common.
one to strap up, bro? Like
That's
I knew this.
extremely
This is
common.
real crazy.
I
When you said,
wouldn't even I wouldn't even fool with no chick like that with all them kids. And she don't
I
do
knew
nothing.
this
She don't have no
girl.
control over them.
This is off the stuff. I knew this girl who had I don't know, maybe like 6 or 7 kids, and they had all different daddies. But the crazy thing was they were all different races.
So she had the
Like,
United Nations.
Oh yeah, she
like
that's
she would have, she was black. Like one of the kids was like Asian and black,
oh
black and
yeah.
white. I mean, every national. I'm like, what the heck is going? It was the craziest thing I ever
So
seen.
Are
That's
you
England
are
coming
black
you
in.
my
men ain't worth
daddy?
nothing. Right, black men ain't
Yeah.
nothing. White men ain't nothing. Asian men ain't
Women
nothing.
ain't
Sis,
And
nothing.
I'm
it
telling
is
you,
you.
she had Asian, white, black. Uh, it was
Oh, they,
crazy. I had that.
and it's
Y'all
probably
remember that movie the Wayans did Don't Be a Menace, and that black
don't
chick
mean
she had a Chinese kid. She
yeah,
had
a
like
bunch of
in all different
kids.
nationalities and stuff, and then he came in. They was like, "Are you my daddy?"
You
Sis,
know.
it's you. Sis, it's you.
Yeah,
Listen,
man.
I would just say, like, take ownership. I just think this bitter black man, bitter black woman trend, everybody needs to stop being bitter. Turn your insurance card over on the back, and there is a EAP number that I advise that everybody who needs some assistance,
Go
call
for
and
them
get you
free
some assistance.
sessions. Go get them 5
Go
free
get them free
sessions.
sessions. And when I say this, I have this is not a key moment. This is like really serious. I think that
Mm,
we need to spend more time investing in ourselves. We need to invest in our mental health. We need to do better investing in our physical health.
mm.
I'm trying this year. Like,
Yeah.
we've got to be better because bitterness is a mind state, and being nasty and negative and angry, that will drain you. And oh, black
Right.
men, by the way, y'all die first. So being angry is a wasted emotion for you guys who die of heart issues early and cancer anyway in our culture.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't lead if you're dead. And
Yeah.
that and I need men to understand that. Women, like, listen, sis, if you didn't have 6 kids, it's too late to be mad. At some point, you need to like get in gear and figure out what you can do differently to make your situation better. But those kids, them kids didn't ask to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You didn't get
Yep.
pregnant by yourself.
Yep, and they said that I had read something one time and where they were saying how how the children of Dallas, 40% of the children in Dallas are living in poverty. So it got a lot to
Yeah.
do with balmy ass parents.
But it's
Bitter
bad
men have
decisions,
bitter
right?
parents. Hey, you right. She right. I'm sure she's right. A lot of bitter men, they can't get it up. They can't do nothing. They mad because they can't even get it up.
Right. And so
Right.
I hear you go back to the poverty thing just really quick as we get ready to wrap this conversation up. Again, working in education, we see a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I hear these men saying, "Oh, if it wasn't for welfare, these women would be broke." Stop
They are
having
broke.
babies with people, leaving your kids broke. Forget the woman.
Right.
You don't have to want her. Where are you at to come raise your kid if you got your ish together?
Right.
There is no need for so many kids to be in poverty if everybody was playing their part. Some of
True.
you
Correct.
men, as you said, what did you say? Some of y'all are bums. Like,
Yeah.
that's just the reality of the situation. You're
Yeah.
a real life bum.
Yeah.
Some of you women, you're a real life
They're
bum.
like bum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bum.
And we
So it
need to
go
quit.
both ways.
It goes both
You
ways.
know.
And those bums are usually the bitter people. And I feel like bitter people, y'all don't need to be together. Y'all got bitter energy. And the rest of us don't want you.
Toxic.
Y'all need to get y'all ass up and get some money. How about that?
I'd rather the bitter people be together than be fucking everybody else around.
I know, but then they
Man,
raise bitter kids that's gonna
bitter
jack us.
kids gonna be a bitter family.
Yeah, the kids are gonna rob us by the time they 12.
Not robbers.
Hey, she ain't lying.
You
She
Not
ain't
robbers.
lying.
we need to
Yes,
have some conversations. I can
she
give you
ain't
some
lying.
stories.
There
They're
is some
gonna rob,
stick up kids at
and not
10
just
years old.
the boys and the girls. They're gonna rob us.
Oh, I'll beat a nigga ass if a 10-year-old walk up on me trying to rob me.
You wouldn't do that in Chicago, I guarantee, because them little 10-year-olds be
They got to
strapped.
shoot me. They got to shoot me because I'm gonna take my belt off.
See what I'm saying?
They got to shoot me.
Why is a 10-year-old strapped?
I'm
Why?
telling it's so easy to get weapons and stuff like that out there, man. And they be recruiting them dope dealers. They be recruiting them little dudes out there, them little
Yeah.
kids and stuff. You know what I
And
mean?
and ones that don't have a father at
They
Yeah,
don't
home.
have
they
nobody.
look at them as father
Yeah.
figures. Yeah, it's a never ending cycle after that.
Y'all,
Right.
we
And
gotta
trauma
do
bonds.
Yeah,
we gotta
trauma
do
bond.
better,
That's something
y'all.
serious.
So
You were
before
sick.
we get out of here, Valentine's Day is next Monday. We don't have a show because we don't want to interrupt anybody's boo time.
Yeah.
I like to
But
say booty time. No, that's just
not
Booty
booty
time.
time. Boo, girl.
Boo
Boo
time
is
and booty
great.
time.
Boo
Both.
relationship.
what?
So before we get out of here, we'll start with Juanita. Juanita, can you tell me about your worst Valentine's night?
Ooh. I can't really think of a worse Valentine's.
Dang, they all been good.
I've always had good Valentine's.
Okay. Okay. No trauma Valentine stories. Okay.
Oh,
Last
thank
page.
goodness, no. I've had enough trauma.
I never had a bad Valentine's. It was always a vibe. So
Okay. So y'all have had a Valentine's Day every year that you've been adulting.
well, no, not every
No,
year.
I haven't.
Just
But I
when
haven't
I
had
was
a bad
with
one.
somebody, yeah, or if I'm dating, if I was dating that person at the time, then yeah. But yeah, I've went times where I didn't do anything on Valentine's Day. I don't know holidays. I don't be pressed. I don't be too pressed because I'm like, you could do the same shit you did on Valentine's Day, really. You know.
Yeah, I've never had a bad Valentine. I know I've got broken up with like before Valentine's, and I was pretty bad. Yeah, I was finna call her bitch. I had brought this girl. Whew, I didn't say it though. I didn't say it. I said I was about to call her bitch. The person I had bought them like a 40, I think like a $50 teddy bear, like big ass teddy bear. Broke up with me. I said, you know what? Fuck this teddy bear. Going back to goddamn Walmart. I took that whole right on back.
Get your money back.
Goddamn money on this big ass bear. She gonna break up with me. I think it was like 2 days for Valentine's Day. I said, fuck her, fuck Valentine's Day. Taking this teddy bear back. I was
So that's a bad Valentine experience.
This says show on Tuesday to celebrate the situationship Valentine's Day. I'm down if the crew is available on a Tuesday. That's dope. Because situation
Tuesday instead.
Tuesdays, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it for the people.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah.
But for me, I would say I would tell everybody, if you have homegirls, ladies, you don't have a man, Valentine's Day is a new thing. Get dressed up, go out with your homegirls. When I was single, the years I was single, my dad would take my sister and I out to dinner. That's something that he's always pretty much done with us. My mom always bought us gifts. So learn how to show love outside of like those intimate relationships. Like buy your friends gifts. I think I gave y'all roses one year at work, AM. So do stuff for like the people that you care about. Like I think it could be good. And one year for Valentine's Day, I was in college. That Negro stood me up.
Oh,
what the?
Yeah.
On Valentine's Day,
he did, but he had a girlfriend and I had another boyfriend, and but
you know what? You fucking know what? Man.
Wait a minute, hold on, that's a whole nother shot.
He didn't stand you up.
He did stand me up.
He made plans with his girlfriend.
Right,
he you up.
He should have seen you the day before or the day after.
No,
or not at all.
He knew I was going home the next day because I had to go home the next day to go see my boyfriend. So he knew I was going. He didn't know it was my boyfriend, but he knew I was going home. So he stood me up. He stood me up. So
I would have stood you up too. I would have stood your ass up too.
But I mean.
For the baby? For my actual girlfriend? Yeah.
That was listen, that's a whole nother story, okay? You're gonna make me go work on my book just so I can tell this story.
Oh goodness.
But anyway, y'all, make sure you're spending time with the people that you love. If we decide to have a show, we will let you guys know. We love y'all. We thank y'all. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. This is your girl Candy K. Lynn.
And Juanita, sweet.
Last page.
AM.
Good night.
So I had situationships where I have been
Well, I think it's good for your
in a relationship with this person and